Hi, and welcome to the Bible Tribe Word of the Day. I'm Denise Pass with Seeing Deep Ministries, where we see deep in a shallow world and overcome the battles of the mind with the Word of God. When we don't have enough, it reminds us of our need if we are willing to admit it. Christ offers us sufficient grace if we let Him. We're reading in the book of 2 Corinthians 11 through 13, and the verse of the day is 2 Corinthians 12:9. But He said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me." The word of the day is sufficient. It is the Greek word ἀρκέω. It means to be content, to be strong, to be enough, to suffice, to be satisfied or adequate. The Theological Dictionary of the New Testament said this admonition to be content can easily change into a warning against becoming secure and complacent in the illusion of sufficiency. Paul is writing to the church at Corinth and boasting about his weaknesses. This is something we typically try to hide, right? But Paul was transparently discussing a personal struggle he had. Some think it is a physical struggle. Let's read in a little more context in 2 Corinthians 12, 6 through 10. "Even if I should choose to boast, I would not be a fool, because I would be speaking the truth. But I refrain so no one will think more of me than is warranted by what I do or say, or because of these surpassingly great revelations. Therefore, in order to keep me from becoming conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But He said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness.' Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Paul could have boasted about all the amazing revelations that God gave him, but he focused on what humbled him. When we think about it, we might like to tell others about the incredible things going on in our lives and what God is doing, but others might not be able to receive it. But when we share about our struggles and how God met us there, people are able to hear that testimony. They can relate to the struggle more than to your spiritual or physical successes. The Enduring Word Commentary says that the root word Paul used for thorn here describes a tent stake, not a thumbtack. In the ancient Greek translation of the Old Testament, known as the Septuagint, the word skolops, for thorn, shows something which frustrates and causes trouble in the lives of those afflicted. If you have ever endured spiritual attack, for me this year it was an immense amount of physical affliction, but we need to keep our mind focused on what we know to be true when we are under attack. Paul saw the purposes in his affliction. Do we? How can you use your struggle as a testimony of Christ's sufficient grace? Go with God and His precious word, friends. Join us tomorrow in the book of Exodus.